but we're going to wrap.
Money in the bank.
Rates are good. Pretty exciting.
You know why? Right.
Free money. You understand what I'm saying?
Welcome back to the program. Thanks for staying with us. This is your Real Estate Chalk Talk. HittnerGroup.com, HITTNER Group.com, HittnerGroup.com, 612-627-8000. That's 612-627-8000. Rates are normalized, aren't they, Kelvin?
Yeah, as we get into the money segment here, rates, it's really not, as we talked earlier today, it's really not a rate discussion anymore. It was for a little bit when we're my highest one I locked was 8 1/4, 8 1/8.
Solid. Did you refi that one yet?
Not yet. No. There's a lot of factors on that one, but rates aren't the issue anymore. I mean, we're locking people right now. The Fed obviously increased rates this week, another 1/4 point. It was already baked in, so there's no expectation. So when that happens, they're really watching the effect of that increase on the stock market. And we saw, again, short-term rates will go up with Fed funds. Long-term rates tend to go down a little bit, and then they'll normalize out. So we saw really no impact. Came down a little bit. So you're looking at 5.99 is a really good rate right now.
With nothing, no points. Just
no
par.
points, just par. And then we're doing 1-0 buy downs a lot because we know over these next 12 months we'll probably normalize into mid fives, high fours, low five. I think we're going to sit in that range for a while.
High fours, let's go.
High fours, low fives. That would be a great spot just to live in that space and just kind of you back and forth, maybe an eighth here and there. But,
wander up and down.
So so we're locking people at 4.99, 4.875.
Permanent buy down to like a 5 1/4 rate. Would that cost you anything?
Yeah, it costs you something for sure. But I'd rather do a 1-0 buy down and not.
And refi at some point in the future.
Yeah, because we have a lifetime guarantee, which means no lender fees, no appraisal fees. So you come back into that refi, and now you lock in that long-term lower rate. So, and if you did buy the rate down, if there's still a credit there, because basically what you're doing is we're basically prepaying that, right? Mm-hmm. So then they credit that towards your payoff, which is great too. So it's just like it's kind of a win-win all the way around. So that's what we're seeing on our side. We don't think it's a rate issue anymore. We also are, like we talked in the first segment, and we'll just kind of walk through it again because not everybody listens to the whole hour. But, we're seeing multiple offers on one hand, 6, 7 offers, and then we missed on a couple. It's like, because they thought going at asking, don't ask for closing costs. They thought, but
good solid offer.
Didn't get it. And then on the other hand, we're picking up 3% seller paid closing costs on deals as well. So I don't know why.
It's a matter of inventory and whatever particular location that you're talking about and all those different factors why things are more popular than others.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a lot to choose from. And so areas like, we have people that have lagging inventory too that's sitting on the market for the last 3 months. I'm dealing with one today. We're going to make an offer on the property that's been on the market for 90 days.
Okay.
They started a little bit high in price, shoot yourself in the foot, the old adage there.
Yep.
And then if you list the property at a competitive price for the given market right now, and it's in a popular location, there's very little inventory for what the house is, then of course there's still more than one person that wants to buy that particular property. So you'll see that kind of balance.
Yeah. Are you seeing that in price points? Can you just hit on price points?
Yeah, I would
for me
say
real
that
quick?
Houses that are going to be under $400,000 are still going to have more buyer activity than ones over because of the move-up scenario, where interest rates are. The folks that had
just more people can afford it.
The folks that had opportunity to sell a property and buy another one at 2% versus 5, 6, 7%.
Right.
It changes that whole dynamic.
Yeah.
So yes. People coming out of apartments, dual income, they can afford up to $400,000 or $500,000, and so those homes that are like that, I think we'll still see great activity in.
Once people get above a certain price point, their options open up to them. They have so many things available to them from purchasing existing to building to all that is then on the table. Where someone that's looking in the 350 to 4. Unless they want to split entry in Immigrant Grove Heights with an unfinished basement, lower level, there's really not a lot of options for them to look at.
Right. What's nice too about the we were talking a little earlier on the 1-0 buy down. Just on the 1-0 buy down on that 1% rate, most of our loan amounts are coming in, around that. Sales prices are around 400, so 10% down, 360 loan amount. It saves you $230 a month.
Yeah, that's a big
in
deal.
payment for that first year, just kind of easy in that. So that was nice. We're seeing some new construction right now, and then you take a 1-0 buy down on that. Plus, you don't have the property taxes. You get in that thing, and go, oh, this feels good. And okay, we're stair-stepping into this.
Remember,
so
next tax
are coming.
Yeah.
How long do they? Typically, it's about 18 months before you're full boat on property taxes.
Yeah, well,
right?
it kind of depends on when they pulled the permit on the property. But
is that what triggers it?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
So, and when the CO is issued, but 18 months would be a long time. I mean, usually it's going to be the next cycle. So they'll assess in the fall for the next year's taxes, and you're going to see it bump up at that time.
Okay, good. The other thing we're seeing right now, 15 years have come down nicely as well. Again, ARMs still are not competitive. We have one credit union that we do stuff with that if we need to get, but that's going to be on a 10-1 or 7-1 ARM. But other than that, ARMs really don't. There's not enough gap there to make it significant. So, and jumbos we're just not running into that much because the conforming loan limit is now $726,000.
Yeah,
so
I was looking at some charts yesterday, and I noticed that on jumbos for sure, and then also like you mentioned with the 5-year ARM and 30-year fixed, it's like
even.
Yeah, it's pretty
so
close.
Then why?
Like why would
right?
you risk that scenario? Lock it up, and then when you have an opportunity, refinance the loan.
Yeah.
So.
Talk a little bit
unless you're doing a buy down,
right.
The buy downs are different.
Talk a little bit about inventory that you have coming on. You have some pocket stuff coming as we're going into the spring market and this is after you tell me who you think is going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, I missed out on Cleveland lost.
Oh, geez.
And San Francisco didn't show up, so I lost.
Cincinnati.
I missed both of those.
I think Bengals are going to win.
Yeah, the Bengals are going to win. Yeah, they're going to go all the way.
You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Who do you think?
I think the Eagles will win.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Any reason why?
Just because they're a little bit more dynamic, I think. More explosive team than Kansas City.
He
doesn't have an idea.
BS.
Yeah.
Dynamic team.
I'll put money on that.
All right.
Okay.
I think Patrick Mahomes is going to win because he's got the great support of his wife.
Oh, there you go. That's great. Good. I think the
Chiefs.
I think
Chiefs.
I think Chiefs will because you know what? I don't actually, which is sad because my son-in-law.
I really think Philly's going to win because I don't know why. I really do. I think Philly's going to beat the Chiefs. They've just kind of been rolling and coming out with games. Both those quarterbacks are fantastic
but
athletes.
They're both kind of hurt a little bit.
They're both kind of hurt a little bit. I think Mahomes probably a little bit more than.
So then look at the defense. Look at the defense.
That's why I'm saying Philadelphia's defense.
Grinders.
You know there's going to be a big pile up, and the Eagles are just cheap, right? They're horrible
be
people.
jabbing on
and they're going to grab his ankle and just twist that right under the pile. And he's going to come up limping, and the Eagles are going to win.
How about Tom Brady? Is he to be retired forever?
Forever? He's done.
I heard he got a pretty fat Fox Sports deal for like $375 million.
Really?
I saw something yesterday where he's made like $335 million in his football career. Yeah. And he's got a 10-year contract right now for $375 with NBC or Fox Sports or whatever it is.
Well, good, because
that's crazy, isn't it? When you look at that, that's almost like
that's real divorce.
That is like real.
That's real divorce suit that he's got going on.
Yeah. Things happen. So
well, she's well off than he is.
I know it, but still,
she's
taking a bunch.
Gosh, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But if you both have a bunch of money, right?
Then
just like, hey, I got $100. You have $100. How about you keep yours?
She's already in the Bahamas with her,
with her yoga
instructor or whatever. So there's.
So in a way, it's a win-win. This is a great segment. Welcome to Real
Money
Estate
segment.
Talk.
It's real estate money
Hey,
segment.
real quick, what do you got coming on in Egan? You got some nice stuff coming up on Egan.
Yeah, there's some things coming on
Talk about it a little bit.
I can't really
you can
say
a little bit.
If you're looking for a pool house, maybe you might want to
call
give a call to 612-627-8000.
Okay. All right. What do you got, Senior?
Couple nice townhouses coming on the market. One in Prior Lake, one in Apple Valley. Another nice house coming that we're same thing. I don't want to really talk about that much in Inver Grove Heights. Nice house, very nice house actually. Robert Thomas built, And yeah, there's stuff. It's just there's lots actually.
Okay.
There's a
So you
lot.
guys feel like the
There's-
activity's
there-
coming. We feel
I
like
looked
it's
down my list. I learned this from my son. So I went over to his house one time for coffee, and he's sitting there with his yellow legal pad, and he's got a line drawn down the middle, and he's got listings listed on one side and buyers listed on the other.
and then it's like,
And I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, this is what I got. I'm working on for the year." So it's just like he had it right there on. Do you remember that? He had it right there on the center island. And I thought, damn it, that's a good way to keep that just top of mind. All those things. So now my little day planner, I've got my line down in the middle, and I got my listings on one side and my buyers on the other that I'm currently in conversation with.
So you don't forget about them.
So I don't forget about them because you
Yeah.
can. I mean,
Nowadays, like when we first started using these phones, it was not hard to use them like that. But it's so inundated now with everything else
I know
on
it.
here. This becomes the distraction, and then
And
the old school way is the way to go.
that's
back
how you
to,
focus.
Right?
Yep.
Isn't that
And then
funny?
just keep it right. I have it open on my desk right in front of me.
go ahead.
With that, we're gonna head out for the show. Give
Oh.
Calvin a call 651-231-2500 or call us anytime at 612-627-8000. Log on to our website hitnergroup.com. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening